Hey guys, Phoenix Productions here, and welcome to what is actually the first video of 2025. So happy New Year's, guys. It is pretty insane. Time is going crazy, and just wow. 2020 was 5 years ago. Yeah, do I need to say more? But anyways, today I'm going to be going over the MOC here, which is a basically Midi-Scale or Starship Collection Venator class Star Destroyer, which is just a really cool MOC. This is not my design, actually. I will leave the instructions to this design in the description, though I did make a couple mods to it that I will show. And what's actually really cool about this set is that it is an alternate build for the Midi-Scale, or again, Starship Collection Executor Super Star Destroyer. So if you buy that set, then you can just use all the parts and build this. And for an alternate build, it is insane. You know, it's not, has some flaws, has some things going on that I'll go over, but it is still a really nice model for being an alternate build. And I'll show you the Super Star Destroyer set right now. So up there on my shelf, I'm not sure if the audio cut out for a second, but up there on my shelf is the Super Star Destroyer set. So basically all the parts from that set you can reconfigure into the Venator. You can see I have two of the like 40-year plaques because I bought two of that set. So especially since LEGO put out the Midi-Scale Invisible Hand set, a Midi-Scale Venator has been like desired a lot. And it does kind of suck that we got the Acclimator instead of the Midi-Scale Venator for this year's winter line. The Acclimator looks cool and all, but it is, I don't know, it doesn't do it like a Venator would have done, in my opinion. But this right here, like color scheme wise, has to be like more of an Imperial Venator, because of course the Empire did use Venators for a short amount of time in the end of Revenge of the Sith. So this kind of looks like the Imperial ones that they had that were completely gray. So of course I'm gonna have to buy, or I guess I probably have most of them, but I'm gonna have to mod in like the maroon and yellow Republic markings. And there were some modifications done to the design that I want to talk about. Those being these transparent pieces for the hangers. Put that on the other side too. Those were not in the initial design. Those parts are not included in the parts list for the Executor. Neither are these two tiles here. Originally, it was a different design, but I changed up the tile design just to make more room for possibly those Republic logos. Like I don't know what the name of the logo is, but it's a logo that you see on a lot of Republic vehicles. It's like it's like a yellow circle with some red in it. I'm not sure if that's big enough for the logos, but I'll see when I actually go to mod this. And some of the issues with this model are coming up as I'm trying to maneuver it around, as even though these engines look great, they come off so easily, to the point where when I was picking up this model to set up this video, I was trying to film this video last night, the engines just kept on coming off, and I didn't even know that the model was incomplete for a while until like I found a bunch of engines just on the floor. So that really sucked. Another thing is the fact that the whole superstructure on this ship just it's loose. Yeah, it kind of sucks like that movement wise. The only thing holding it is, and I'm gonna yeah, all of this is very janky. Like, this is a little thing like that, and then this just pops off. And you could see, especially since this is an alternate build, everything is very stitched together, which I probably shouldn't have opened this, but I'll give you an idea. It is insanely cobbled together in terms of actual structure. It's pretty bad. Again, I like the model. It's a very cool display piece, but in terms of some of the building, the instructions were well made, but some of the more structural integrity does kind of suck a little bit. I'm sure there's worse MOCs out there that you can like buy, or like MOC designs out there in terms of structure. But I just want to, yeah, this thing, I'm gonna have to pause the video and like experiment a bit, because I know like it is loose, but it's not supposed to be super loose. I think I can, yeah, it's supposed to like connect there. Give me a minute. So, yeah, I fixed it up. As I said, the engines and like most of the look of this structure is pretty nice. It even has the little turrets that the Venator has on the other side too. The structure on the side though, it's janky. It's like a little hollow here. The tip is not that nice looking. But overall, I'd say this model is really cool. Like, you look at it like that, it's perfect. It's awesome. So, is this worth the $70 price tag that is on it? Because it is essentially just the Executor Midi-Scale set. And in my opinion, that all matters to you. With me, I bought this to display alongside the Invisible Hand set, so it is worth it. And I'm going to modify it a lot. But honestly, I think it's worth it. I don't think if LEGO put out this set, they would make it any cheaper. So I wouldn't be holding off until then. And honestly, this model, it works really well, and it looks really nice next to other ships of the same scale, I am sure. So, I'll show you this model again when I've modified it with Republic colors, but for now, that is it with the review. So, I do have some other things to show real quick, and these are just things coming up this year for LEGO Star Wars stuff. Of course, I'm going to be continuing my project with making all of the commanders from Star Wars Revenge of the Sith. I guess now it's a little more poignant, considering that it is the Revenge of the Sith 20th anniversary. But I'm also working on some stuff from 2003 Clone Wars. So here is Fordo and Obi-Wan. Custom minifigures, so I need to order some parts for both of them, so they might take a little while, but they will be out. And then just some little purist things. I gave Asajj her lightsabers from her introduction, and I gave my Attack of the Clones Anakin a gold hand, which I think looks pretty sick. Especially since that gold hand is just very, very clear that it is gold in 2003 Clone Wars. Like, I don't know, I walked away from rewatching that, and I was like, Anakin has a gold hand. Because they show it so much. So, yeah, I like him with the gold hand. But anyways, more videos are coming, and I apologize it took me so long to make this video after that one like Clone Army update video. And speaking of, Clone Army is coming up later this year, so lots of awesome things are happening, and stay tuned. All right, peace out, guys.